Okay, today we have this lecture how to take control of your classroom. Okay, how to take control of your classroom, or we can say classroom management techniques. Every one of us, we as teachers, when we go to classroom, we have to control our classroom. If we don't control our classroom, it means that the students will control this classroom. So we have classroom management techniques. We have ways, tips that we as teachers have to follow inside classroom. So in this lecture, I summarized the main points that are related to controlling your classroom as a teacher. Okay, we will start with number one. Number one, okay, establish a positive relationship with your students. This is very important. You as a teacher, you have to establish a positive relationship with your students. You and your students, there should be between you and your students, there should be a positive relationship, good relationship. Okay. So experts here acknowledge that teacher-student relationship is the cornerstone of effective classroom, and classroom management has the largest effect on student achievement. But how can you develop positive teacher-student relationship? Number one, always treat your students with respect. This is very important. You as a teacher, you have to respect your students. It is very important to respect your students. Your students should be respected. Okay, it is very important. You should not disrespect them. You should respect them as if they are your friends. Number two, create an enjoyable learning environment. You have to create this enjoyable learning environment that encourages student participation and soft skills development. It is very important to create this enjoyable learning environment, and we will talk about this later on in the next lecture. We will talk about how to create enjoyable learning environment. And the last one, show interest in your students' lives outside the classroom, not only inside the classroom but outside of classroom. You have to care about your students. You have to know about them. If some of your students have problems, you have to care about them, their problems, their private problems. Not only just you teach them, you give them information and go out. So it is very important to establish this relationship. What kind of relationship? Positive relationship. Okay, this is number one. Number two, praise your students. Praise your students. Never underestimate the benefits of praise. Never. Okay, underestimate the benefits of praise. It is a tool. Praising your students is a tool that can be a powerful motivator for students. So it is a powerful motivator for students. Here we have 3 points. How to praise your students. Focus on effort, not only on achievements. You have to focus on effort, not only on achievements. Not only achievements. Effort. Even sometimes some students, they participate, they make mistakes. It is okay, even if they make mistakes. At least they try, they make effort. So you have to focus on effort, not on achievements. Whether they are good, even if they are wrong, you have to what to tell them, yes, good, good attempt, good participation, thank you. Number two, praise should be clear, creative, and valid. So your praise, when you praise someone, should be clear. Thank you so much. You are a good student. Great. You are very good and creative. You have to create something in you. For example, sorry, you have to say, "Oh, you are wonderful. You are awesome. It is nice. You are Shakespeare." You see here something creative and varied, different. You are Shakespeare. You are Yule, someone who is linguistic. Who is specialized in linguistics, and here Shakespearean literature. Oh, you are Shakespeare. You are very great. You have good information, creative ideas. You see, and number three or C, provide students with information about their performance. You have to tell your students about your performance, that your performance is good or is bad, etc. Number three, have clear rules. This is very important. You have to have what? Clear rules, starting from the very beginning. From the very beginning of your lectures, at the beginning, when you start, for especially, I advise you to start at the beginning. First lecture. You have to have clear rules. How? Classroom rules protect every student's right to learn and enjoy school, and your right to teach. Okay, you as a teacher, you have right. Okay, and students have right. So when you put rules at the beginning, you tell, for example, your students you have to attend the lecture, you have to come here. Okay, because it's your right to come here and listen, and also my right. I am as a teacher, me, Mr. Muhammad, as a teacher, I have to to give a lecture. This is my right, not just to close or shut down the laptop and shut off the laptop and go out. No, my duty, my task, okay, is to to give a lecture. You have to tell your students, if you are absent, you will be punished. There should be punishment for your absentees for not attending the class. This is very important. The students have to have these ideas, these things in their mind, that you as a teacher, if they do something wrong, you will punish them. You will, punish them in the sense that, for example, you will tell them that your marks will be low, will not be high. I will not give you grades, a lot of grades. Okay. They must cover possible disruption, even problems inside the class. You interruption. You should tell them, you don't interrupt me when I explain something. When I am speaking, no one is allowed to speak. When I finish, for example, when I finish the class, when I finish the lecture, you can ask me. Don't ask me now. Ask me later on when I finish the class. You see these rules. Define each rule explicitly during the first days at school. Modeling is key here. Show your students example. Here we have example. For example, if you are teaching children to raise their hand before speaking, tell them that you should raise your hand. Don't speak, just raise your hand. If you want to participate, tell the students, if you want to participate, just raise your hand. Don't speak, raise your hand. Not sali. They will what? They will say sali. Why? Because they don't know the rules. They don't know that you as a teacher, you give them rules. So you have to give them rules, clear rules. Okay? Tell them this is wrong. I don't accept this, and I accept this. If you want to raise your hand, if you want to participate, raise your hand. If you want to speak, raise your hand. Don't speak unless I allow you, unless I give you permission. I permit you to participate. This is very important. Be enthusiastic about your lessons. You as a student, as a teacher, sorry, you have to be enthusiastic. You have to be enthusiastic about your lessons. Go to your lessons and you should be enthusiastic, not just sleepy, careless, don't care about your lesson, as if you want to start and finish and go home. No, this is wrong. You have to be enthusiastic. You have to give your lecture in a in a good way. The best thing you have to do when you introduce your lecture enthusiastically. When you teach a lesson, teach it as if you love it. Okay? As if you love teaching, you love class, something you love. Not just introduce the lecture and go out. You love what are you doing and be interactive with your students, engage them to participate, tell them to participate, to talk with them, to speak with them. Develop a method to call on each one of your students, and don't let a few of your talkative ones dominate the class. Okay, don't try to control the class. Don't give any chance to other students. If they want to participate in the class, don't tell them to participate. Encourage all of your students to participate. And if a student gives a wrong answer, encourage and help them. It's okay. No problem if you make a mistake. Good attempt. Thank you. It is great. Okay, no problem. Wrong. What are you doing? What are you saying? This is wrong. Don't say it again. Go out. Sit down. If you are speaking to these students in this way, the students will never participate. Will never participate again. Even if they know the answer, they will be what? They will not, they will not be confident. They will lack confidence. They will not be confident. Okay? They are doubtful. They doubt. They say, "Oh, I know this. The answer is this. But maybe if I participate, maybe you're wrong." Okay? Oh, wrong. Yeah, it is right. Oh, but what if it is wrong? What shall I do? So they will be doubtful. They will be doubtful. 99% they know the answer. 1% doubtful, they will not participate because they are afraid of your behavior towards them. But if you encourage those students who make mistakes, there will be not a problem. Even one of the students, 99%, okay, not sure about the answer, but 1%, he says, yes, maybe it is this. Maybe the answer is this. They will participate because the feedback, what you will say about them, you will encourage them. You will tell them, good attempt. That's why we talked about this point number one, that you have to focus on effort, not achievements. Okay. And you have to give them time. You have to read them. You have to give them time to answer the question. نكبرها بتشوف هالطريقة تكون أفضل. You have to give them time to answer the question. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Okay, it's very important to give them time. You should give your students time to answer the question, not 1 second. Okay, but for example, 5, 6 seconds. It's very important. Number 5, be fair with your students. Be fair with your students. كن عادل يعني. As a teacher, it is necessary for you to be fair to all of your students. You have to be fair. You should not be biased. يعني ما تكون منحاز. You should not be biased. You should be fair to all of your students. You should treat them equally. Okay? They are all the same. There is no difference, for example, no difference between if you are teaching men and women. Both of them are the same. If you are teaching men here, the same. Or women, the same. Beautiful, not beautiful. Rich, poor, all the same. Make a point to always hear students out and treat each one of your pupils with dignity and respect. Okay, you should respect all of them. You should not respect only those students you respect, and those students you don't respect. No, you should respect all your students. You should care about all your students. You have to be fair with all. Not respect those who are rich, for example, or those who participate, or those who love you. No, you should respect all. You should treat them equally, all of them. even those who are disobedient اللي ما يطيعون إليك, you have to give them much respect them much more, okay, as if you give those who present themselves respectively all of the time. They will love you and appreciate you for this attitude of being fair to all students. Your students will love you. When students look at you as a teacher, when look at you that this teacher, our teacher here, uh, loves us all, respects us all, does not differentiate between, for example, man and woman. Woman, this woman is beautiful, so I care about her, but this is not beautiful, I don't care about it. No, it's wrong. This man is, for example, rich or handsome or whatever. This is wrong. You should treat them equally. This man or this woman is clever, is good, but this man or this woman is not clever. So I respect this woman, but I don't respect this woman. I respect this man who is good, who is smart, but this is wrong. You have to respect all your students. You have to treat them all. Don't mock them. Don't, be careful. Don't mock your students. Okay? You are not joker here. You are not a clown mocking your students. Don't mock them. Respect them. They are your students. They are your friends. They are your children, as if they are your children. Don't mock them. Treat them equally. Respect them. Joke with them, but not laugh at them. Laugh with them, not at them. Don't go to one student who is poor, okay, and you just talking with, just you are mocking him or you are laughing at him, pranking him, so in way, and you make all other students laugh at him. No, this is wrong. This is unacceptable. The other students will laugh, yes, but they will say that this is a bad teacher. Today he makes this with this student, tomorrow with me, with others. Okay, you will make how can we say that, you will make frustrated character, frustrated person, okay, and a broken person. The person, I mean student, will be broken, frustrated. He has no characteristics. I mean, he has no charisma to be a good student, to be someone who is active in the future. This is very important. Set and keep high expectation. You as a teacher, you have to set and keep high expectation. You have to expect that your students will do this and this. Okay, you should not keep low expectation. You should set and keep high expectation. Teachers should set high expectation for student behavior and for academics. Expect students to behave, and they likely will remind them of expected behavior. For example, during this whole group session, I expect you to raise your hands and be recognized before you start speaking. I also expect you to respect each other's. You see, I expect you that you will respect each other's and you will listen to each other's. You will respect, you as a student, you will respect each other's. You will respect the teacher. You will respect other students. Okay, you have to expect high expectation from the students. I expect from you that you will do this and this and this. Okay, not you will you say no, low expectation. You will say that the students will not respect each other. No, you have to expect and you make your expectation high. Grab attention. Number 7, grab attention. This is very important. All of them are very important. Yelling. You know yelling. Yelling, it means what? It means yelling. Yelling, it means crying. Yelling. Okay? Yelling, it means what? It means crying. هذا يصيح. اوه سكتوا، لا حد يحكي، انت سكت، انت كذا كذا. صابرين؟ زرت المدارس وشفتوا مو؟ صابرين؟
نعم أستاذ.
اكو هيك شفتي وضع؟
أي شفت والله.
مو اسكتوا لا حد يحكي، انت سكيت، انت كذا، انت سكتوا، والطلاب وكيفون
مجرد
ويصفقون.
ازعاج، مجرد يسوي ازعاج، ماكو فايدة.
هذا yelling. هنا avoid yelling is what? Is a sign that you lost control of the class. If you see that the teacher is yelling, is crying, shouting, it means that he loses control of class. راح الصف من عنده. When the noise levels start to slide, you need to grab their attention. And yelling at them is not always the way to do this. Don't yell. If you are shouting, shouting, it loses power and becomes the norm. قد حلوة هاي العبارة. هاي psychologically نفسيا. إذا يوميا أنت تصيح الأستاذ، يوميا يصيح يوميا، راح تصير نوم، راح تصير يعني شلون احنا نقول ثانية، تصير ثانية. يعني هنا الطالب بعد تقوم يتونس عليك من تصيح. يعني شلون انت اليوم من تسمع لك موسيقى حلوة، سمعتها بإذنك طربتك، ثاني يوم حبيت تسمعها طربتك، ثالث يوم حبيت تسمعها، فقمت انت يوميا تسمع هاي الاغنيه، يوميا تسمع هاي الموسيقى لان تشعر بالراحه. كذلك انت اليوم من تضوج من هذا الاستاذ او هاي الاستاذه، من يصيح تحس مثل الموسيقى مالته، تضحك تكيف، انت تفرح ان هذا الاستاذ تشوفه عصبي. يعني اكو واحد، اكو مثلا شخص يحب يشوف له واحد عصبي، يشوف الاستاذ عصبي ويصيح ويتنرفز، فهو يقوم هم ينرفزوك. هم يجي واحد ينرفزك، يكتب لك حكايه، يحشون بيناتهم، يسوون بروبلم حتى يخلوك شنو؟ يخلوك تتنرفز ويخلوك اسكت، اسكت، هم بيناتهم واحد نادر ويضحكون، يصير راحه عندهم كانما جاي يستمع لفيروز من الصبح. هذا الطالب او الطالب، تخيل هيك ترى الوضع. شوف it loses power and becomes the norm. صارت نوم بعد، صارت ثانية. هو الطالب الدور يصير نفسيا، هو يصير داخليا يحب انه واحد يصيح عليه. فهذا النقطة جدا مهمة. yelling only temporary مرات تصيح يقول لك temporary for a short period of time changes behaviors. ممكن changes instead of getting to the heart of the behavior. ممكن temporary، ممكن تصيح صيح سكتوا الطلاب، بس هم ضحكوا عليك، كيفوا، اخذوا مراتهم، اوكي، راحت بعد خلاص، ثاني يوم رجعوا نفس الشيء. Here students may change their behavior at the moment out of fear because they fear you, so they change. But yelling doesn't encourage long-term behavior changes. With younger children, it can be easier to grab attention. اكو حلول اعطيك هنا. How to grab attention with unexpected sounds, for example, noise markers, bells. You can, for example, put هذا البين نسوي هيك. Look at them in this way. ممكن clapping. Okay, you clap and look at them. Clapping. Raising your hands. Okay, raising your hands. Raise. Students will copy you. See here. Some teachers try counting down. يحسب. أعد للخمسة. إذا تحجون 1 2 3 راح يسكتون. بعدين تقدر تكاونت وخليهم يعدون وراك. 1 عدوا وراي. راح هم يعدون وراك، هم 5 6 مخربطين، فدول راح يغطون عليهم. 1 2 كلهم راح يصيحون 3 4 5. Don't speak. Okay. You see here, eyes on me. 1 2. The teacher says 1 2 3. Eyes on me. 1 2 3. 1 2 3. Eyes on me. And the class respond 1 2. Eyes on you. This can work with song lines too. We can even make some techniques. You see here this technique. Don't use this technique. Yelling, shouting at the student. This is something wrong. مو صحيح ابتسام؟ شفتي هاي الحالة ابتسام؟ انه اكو يصيحون يصرخون، صرخ بداخل القاعة الاستاذ، مو ابتسام؟ صرخ ويصيح وكذا. اي فهذا يصرخ ويصيح وكذا، فهذا مشكلة، هذا ما يصير تصرخ داخل القاعة. سيطر أنت اليوم أستاذ، سيطر، تقدر تسيطر، عندك you have techniques. أنا مصطفى عندي محاضرة. تمام عادي. ابتسام عندك شيء؟ تمام. خلينا نروح للسلايدات. هاك. Number 8. This is very important. والله هاي المحاضرة عديتها يعني يمكن يوم السبت يمكن 4 إلى 5 ساعات عديتكم هاي المحاضرة، كلش تعبت عليه. Use a normal natural voice. Use a normal natural voice. This is very important. Your voice is very important. Your voice very important. ما تتخيل ايش قد مهم. هذا اسرار، يعني هذا اللي يضبط هين راح مستقبلا يعني كن ناجح بعملك كاستاذ. فيوز a normal natural voice. شلون؟ خلينا نشوف. Are you teaching in your normal voice? Every teacher can remember this from the first year in the classroom, spending those first month, etc. إلى آخره. Raising our voice to get students' attention is not the best approach, and stress it causes and the vibe it puts to the room. The students will mirror your voice, and here you want to your tone and voice. I will talk about this from my experience. Use normal voice when you talk with your students. Use your normal voice, and you have to control your tone. Tone is very important. You have to control it. Your tone should be controlled. When to rise, when to fall, okay? When to raise your voice, when to lower your voice. It's very important. Sometimes inside the classroom, you see the teacher raising his voice all the time. بس يصيح من يشرح. اليوم ناخذ هاي المحاضرة تتكون من كذا، This is wrong. Your voice should be soft. You should control it. Okay? مصطفى كيف اصبر. اوكي. تشرح على الصفحة. تمام. انت درس. ماكو يوم راحة، ماكو بس طالبين. على ما قلت لك ماكو لا طالب. تمام. Here, tone is very important. Okay, thank you. Tone is very important. You have to control your tone. How to control it? How to control the tone? How to control tone? Very important. Here stand in front of the students, before the students, and here you and the students here. You have to speak, explain, use normal, natural voice. Today we're gonna talk about this point. Okay. This is your natural voice. Then tone. You have to control your tone. In the morning, when you start a lecture in the morning, is different when you start, for example, at 10 or 11 o'clock. In the morning, you should be active. You should speak more loudly. Okay, loudly speak. But for example, at 10, at 11, can speak okay. 12, 1 o'clock, no, as if in the morning. How? Here, you are inside the classroom. You are speaking with your students. In the morning, some students are sleepy. نعسان يجيك من الصبح يطوطح لك. اوكي تعبان. فانت هنا التون مالتك التون يصير شويه بيه حده. تون شويه رايز وفول كل شويه. مو تبقى فقط التون مالتك نغمه واحده وتمشي. لكن at 10 o'clock all normal كلهم طبيعيين. 9 9 10 11 ممكن كلهم فتاخذها بالتون الطبيعي natural tone. بال12 بالوحده الطالب ينعس يجوع، يريد ينعس يريد ينام. اوكي، يريد جوعان مثلا ما ينتبه عليك، فانت هم هنا تحتاج تتعامل بالتون مالتك بشكل طبيعي. هنا هي depends on the situation. مرات situation that for example situation needs to be what يعني needs you to be to give high intonation, high tone, ومرات low tone. Okay, for example to attract students, if you want to attract your students, if you want to attract them, you have what, you have to use for example loud tone. Loud tone, your intonation should be high, loud. Okay, but you should not speak all the lesson, all the lecture loudly. This is wrong. For example ما يصير تقول مثلا are you teaching in your normal voice? Every teacher can remember this from the first year in the classroom, spending those first month talking at a, see here, this is not natural voice. Okay, so sometimes when you speak, sometimes you need to slow down your voice, and sometimes you need to what, you have to make it high. Okay, don't slow it down, you have to speak high, for example to attract the students. Okay, you see here, if you are asking students to put away their notebooks and get into the group, for example open your book on page كده. Here you are telling them to do something. For example here, for example if you are asking question about character in short story, for example who is the character here, you see tone, who is the character, intonation, who is the character here, who can tell me, do you have any question please, do you have any question please, you see here the tone, do you have any question please, and you look at the students. So natural and normal voice is very important inside the class. Number 9, use hand signals and other non-verbal communication. And you are familiar with this eye contact and non-verbal communication, facial expressions. It is very important. It is very important to use your hands, to use eye contact. It is very, very important. You as a teacher, you have to use this eye contact. Yeah? Okay. Let me go. Okay. Here as a teacher, me for example, as a teacher, I'm here standing or sitting in front of the students. Eye contact is very important. You have to control all your students by using your eye contact. You have to contact the students by using your eyes. You should not afraid of the students. You should not turn your head back and give your back to students. You should not give your back to students. Okay? No. You should control your students. Look at them. You have to stand. You have to stand here. Stand on one place. Don't go from one place to another. Don't walk a lot inside the classroom. Walk when necessary. Walk when you need to walk. But you have to stand. Okay, one place. Stand, for example, here. As if this is a class, stand here or in the middle or the corner. Look at the students by eye contact, by using your eye to all the students. Why? In order to tell them that I am watching you. I see you. I see you all. Because if your students feel that you don't have eye contact with them, they will make something for you. They will make some problems. They will, between them, they will prank each other. واحد ينصب على الثاني يطقه بورقه يضحكون. They will laugh. They will talk because you are not with them. But if you control a class by eye contact, you see them. شلون احنا المحاضرة السابقة راحت اللي سويناها بالقاعة مال المؤتمرات، يعني انا اشرح الندوة وانا شفت اكو غير، يعني انا عندي eye contact. ممكن you see all the students. Some students maybe they want to sleep. You see them. Okay? You walk when necessary. Walk from time to time. شفتوا عندكم صابرين انه اكو اساتذه بس يفتر بالقاعه، بس يفتر. شفتوا؟ ها صابرين، ابتسام، شفتوا اكو بس يفترون، بس يفتر بالقاعه، ما يثبت يعني مكان.
لا أستاذ، يفتروا وشغلة ثانية أبد، يعني ما يستخدمون القلم على السبورة
اي
أبد
انا
يعني.
اقصد على الفره مالته ما يثبت
يفتر
مكان، بس
من
يفتر.
أول رحلة لآخر رحلة.
اي بحيث انت دختي لو ما دختي تريدين
أنا
تدورين وين دختي.
أنا كمشاهدة دخت لعد الطلاب شلون.
انت كمشاهده ورايحه بحماس
أي.
وكذا وتريدين تشوفين كذا، وانت يعني جايه انت يعني بنيه تتحملين، يعني لان انت كل هاي الفتره محاضرات عندك من الصبح لليل، وانت كطالبه وتتحملين هذا الشيء، كطالب وطالب تتحملونه. اما هذا الطالب بعده يعني ممكن ما يتحمل هذا، لان هذا يروح ويفتر. This is wrong. You have to stand, look at the students. Okay, eye contact, control them by using your eye. If someone does something wrong, if someone sleeps, you see him. Sometimes you see someone who wants to sleep, you just clap. Wake up. Not only this student, all the other students will wake up. Okay, all of them will wake up. Very important here, you see. So it's very important to keep eye contact, to use your hands, to use fingers, facial expressions. Sometimes you are talking, you are explaining, and you are looking at someone. Someone is doing something wrong. Just you are looking at him in this way. Okay, and you are explaining, and you are looking at him in this way. See, it's very important. You have to be awake. You as a teacher, you have to be awake all the time. عندنا بقى 3. Number 10, address behavior issues quickly and wisely. Behavior issues يعني مسائل تتعلق بالسلوك. If you find a problem, if a student does something wrong, you have to address it. You have to deal with it quickly and wisely. Quickly and wisely, you have to deal with the situation. Don't neglect it. Don't ignore it. مو تتجاهله. Don't ignore it. Don't show that you didn't listen to it. You didn't hear it. You didn't care. If you neglect it, if you ignore it, there will be so many problems, bigger problems than this problem. So address it quickly and wisely. Please, you as a teacher, you have to be wise. Okay, so be sure to address the issues between you and students, between two students. Sometimes you see two students are making some mistakes, or they are struggling or doing something. You have to to deal with this problem. Don't let them struggle between each other. Bad feelings on your part of the students can quickly grow from mole health into mountains. يعني من mole health هذا الرمال مال النملة إذا تعوفه، هو رمال مال النملة تصير جبال. So deal with the problems while they are small. If you have small problems, deal with them. If you feel these problems are small, tomorrow they will be what? They will be big. Today they are molehills, tomorrow they are mountains. You see how to handle these conflicts wisely. You and the students step away from the other students. Go to, for example, to the outside the class, talk with them. You see here we have techniques how to deal. You can read them. Okay, these techniques. Okay, when students have conflicts with each others, arrange for them to meet. جيبهم قلهم تعالوا الاثنيناتكم تعالوا خلينا نقعد هنا نحل لهم مشكله. Arrange for them to meet with you at lunch. مثلا تعزمهم على الغداء، ولو احنا مرات ما تصير عندنا الشغلات. اوكي، ممكن واحد بالكليه كذا يعزمهم خارج الكليه كذا، اذا يعني تصير عندنا يمكن غير محافظات. انا احكي جنرال سبيكينج بصوره عامه، حتى المحاضره تفيد الجميع مو فقط بالديوانيه او كذا، كل بالعالم يعني. فممكن meet you at lunch after or before school, when you finish school. Here used neutral language as you act as a mediator. يعني أنت وسيط داخل هنا، لا تميل لهذا الطرف وذاك الطرف. Help them to solve a problem peacefully or at least reaching agreeable truth. تصل هدنة متفق عليها الجميع. شوفها كلش مهمة إن شاء الله. Number 11, always have a well-designed, engaging lesson. Always have a well-designed, engaging lesson. This is very important. I told in the previous lecture, I talked about this point, to have a well-designed, engaging lesson. You have to organize, to listen, to to plan everything for your lesson. This tip is most important. Perhaps you have or you have heard that you don't have a plan for them. أكو مقولة تقول, if you don't have a plan for your students, you as a teacher, if you don't have a plan for them, they will have one for you. They will have a plan for you. They will plan you. Okay, this is very something funny. Very funny that if you don't have a plan for them, they will have plan for you. They will have one for you. يعني إذا تروح أنت ما تدري وضعك شنو، شلون تدرس، شلون تعامل وياهم، راح هم يسووا لك بلان. هم راح يشوفهم يصنفون داخل القاعة وما ياخذون كل شيء. ما تفتهم المحاضرة، تبدأ المحاضرة وتخلص أنت كل شيء ما مدرس. So you have to plan to organize everything. It is better to run out of time than to run short on it. Yes. Number 12, عندنا 12 و 11. Yes. 12, be both kind and firm. Be kind. Okay. ما أقول and، ما يصير نقول and. لازم شو نقول إحنا هنا؟ نقول but. أفضل. لغويا أفضل، يعني تناقض. Be kind. Okay. But firm. Okay. Be kind. شيل both حتصير ممكن هسه تصير أفضل. Be kind but firm. كلش حلوة هاي. You have to be kind to your students. You love them. You like them. You don't have any problem with them. You respect them. Okay. You have to be friendly, understanding. You understand them, and even sometimes you have to be fun to be around. You make fun with them. You laugh with them. Okay, to make some jokes. Okay, no problem. But this is no way means they are pushover. Don't be pushover. يعني لا تكون حباب. أنا خليتها مقصد وخليتها بلون أحمر. أنت as a teacher you should not be حباب. You should not be pushover. Easy to be influenced. هاي ترجمة مالتها pushover. قلت خلنا نترجمها ماكو غير حباب. يعني سهل التأثير. إن حباب والله حباب هذا أستاذ. هسه تقول له هيك شيء يقول لك يلا ماشيين. دير بالك تكون حباب. اوكي ما تكون حباب. خلي يقولون عليك طيب but firm شديد. اوكي don't be pushover. حباب هذه يمشيها كلها يا معود. دخلنا محاضرته ما دخلنا محاضرته يمشيها ينجحها بالاخير ساعتها كلها يتغاضى نحكي ويا حكايتين ثلاثه. wrong. You have to tell your students that no, I am friendly, I love you, I understand you, I joke with you, laugh with you, okay, everything, but you should not consider me as a pushover. They kindly but firmly deal with issues. When there is a problem, you have to deal with it not kindly but firmly. Okay? Firmly تتعامل وياه. قبل شوي كان عندنا لجنة انضباط بواحد من الطلاب. ماكو يعني firmly ماكو kindness. على تعليق علقه بالصفحه firmly يعني رفعنا بهم طلع احتمال ينفصل اقل شيء يعني لو شهر لو سنه. هو تعليق هو. Firmly deal with issues that come up. So you have to deal with issues with students. You have to be firm. Students should be afraid of you. And their students know they mean business. We mean. And your students, they have to know that this teacher means everything. This teacher is nice. We love him. He is kind. He makes some jokes, he understands us, respects us, but he is firm, rough, strict. Very important. You as a teacher, you have to be this. And last one, but not the least, because there are a lot, I just try to summarize some important techniques or tips. Bring joy into your classroom. You have to bring joy. Bring joy, enjoyment. You should create joyful environment inside the classroom. Very important to create this atmosphere to be nice. You have sometimes from time to tell some jokes, to laugh with students, to break the mood, because sometimes the mood, you know that teach during teaching the mood should be serious. So in order to break the mood, you have to tell some jokes, okay? Some jokes to laugh with the students, to tell them something, but it should be in a specific time. يعني مره واحد من الطلاب، احنا من المرحله الرابعه احنا مطبقين، هو جاي يشرح ما اعرف، وهو كانما he wants to create this enjoyment يعني بداخل الكلاس، فشرح نكته، سولف لهم نكته ولا طالب ضحك، ما يدرون ويا الطلاب، فهو كانما ما وعدت له انا سولفه ويا نفسه ومشى. This is wrong. انا كانما تريد تطبق هاي بس ما عرفت يمتى تطبقها. choose time. شلون بالندوه انا من سويناها الورشه راحت، قلنا اكو طالب تباعد الخط يسوي 1.5، فقلت لهم مثلا اكو طالب قال استاذ تباعد 150، قلت له 150 نوصل للحنزه تباعد. فانا هسه من حكيتها بالورشه ما حكيتها اعتباطيا، ادخلك هذا الاتموسفير، ابريك، I want to break the mood. فشي intended، هذا مقصود من عندي، لكن وقت التايم specific time and specific place، وقت والمكان المناسب، حتى يشوفوا الطلاب ضحكوا، كلها ضحكت كلها كذا، فصار التفاعل هنا. This is very important. Okay, how do we create these joyous moments that make learning memorable for students? This is your preparation. هذا تحضير للطلاب الاسبوع الجاي. اوكي راح انزله انا بالكلاس. Okay, thank you so much. I finished this lecture. Thanks for students who attend this lecture, and those who haven't attended this lecture are absent. Okay, do you have any question, please? Sabrin, do you have any question? If you have any question, these points are clear. Do you want me to repeat one point? Do you want? تمام، راح اوقف عن التسجيل. عادة اوقفه بالاسئله، يعني اخاف واحد يريد يتعمق بالسؤال كذا. تمام.